This is Kendra back with Truett TV, and I'm back with another video, y'all. Y'all know I post sporadically, so forgive me. I only post when I really feel like it, but but anytime I post is because it's something I truly want to talk about. And this topic is, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to my videos, Maywa's World, and even to shitxngigs podcast. I don't have no hate in my blood. That's them. If that's the stuff that they want to promote, I don't have no hate for nobody. You do you. If God does not approve of what you are doing, what you're doing will cease to exist, like every other podcast person who came against black women or came against their own people or came against black people as a whole. A lot of time the backlash is so severe, their channels wind up flopping. Look at Fresh and Kick, Kevin Samuels, and every other body. It's flops now. When you get ready to start, it's called karma. God don't like that. That's you spreading hate. And I wanted to just also say why black women are villainized. I love her topic. She's like, why black women villainized in black man's story. It's almost, can I say this? It's almost like the black man no longer blames the white man anymore because he knows that people are tired of hearing that. So now the new thing is they're trying to get black men to keep blaming black women. And that's the new thing, because the goal is to keep Judah bloodline from, why do you think the interracial dating is such a big thing? They're trying to water down Judah's bloodline, but don't they know that the word says a mixed multitude? I'm going to just stop right there. We need to understand what's really going on. And that's what I wanted to really do this video for. What's really going on is that the hate that black women get, we don't even know it's biblical hate. Why do they hate black women, and specifically American, brown skin, American Indian, black women? Why do they hate us so much? And let me tell you why. Because when Nebuchadnezzar enslaved the Hebrews, he had killed off King David's bloodline, the male heirs of King David's bloodline. He had killed all of them. And what revived the bloodline of King David, which is of the tribe of Judah, what revived them was the women that was of the bloodline of Judah. The daughters of Judah, of David's bloodline, revived Judah due to the fact that Benjamin and Judah fought with each other, and Judah beat Benjamin, his own brother. They were brothers, and they tribes fought with each other. And Judah basically had almost decimated Benjamin and only left women of Benjamin's tribe. And so the men went into Benjamin's, tribe of Judah sons went into the daughter of Benjamin's daughters and made male and females of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin. So when they had killed off King David's bloodline, all the male heirs, it was only the female heirs to Judah's bloodline left on King David's bloodline. So they took the sons that were reproduced through Judah and Benjamin, mated them back in, and revived Judah's bloodline that went with King David. Right? And that's why we get so much hate, because they know the blood that runs through the American Negro woman. They know the blood that runs through these black women comes from Judah, and Judah's hands will always have that scepter. He will always be king, and they know it. And they know out of Judah, Judah is going to be what make all the other tribes come back into a line and stand up and get power again. So what they trying to do is keep Judah's bloodline. They trying to tarnish it, and that's the reason why they got all this interracial dating going on and all this stuff. And y'all think this is just play. No, Satan knows what is going on. The Bible is written. If you don't think your enemy's trying to be 10 steps ahead of you, they know it's already written. That's why we get so much backlash as being black women. They know what your bloodline is. They know who you kin to. They need you and your black men to stop mating with each other, because we are supposed to crush the head of the serpent. Didn't you know that there will be amity, however you say that, between Israel and Satan? There's going to be amity against a man and the serpent. They know what they doing, and that's why they always keep trying to make everybody mate with our men, make our men hate us. They doing that on purpose, y'all. That's why I was watching a video, and I love to watch what's her name? I was just watching her too. What's they family name? She black. Danisha and her husband. I was watching her and she was talking about how they were trying to stop her, keep on trying to get her to get on birth control, and they don't want to they don't want her to have kids back to back, and they kept trying to stop her from reproducing. And I kept saying, what is this attack on black women's reproduction? People keep trying to make us not have kids. They make our men not have kids with each other. They don't mind promoting a white woman, a racially ambiguous woman with a black man, and black man being gay, or a black woman being gay, or with any other race, but they will not put together a black man and a black woman. And especially if they are too dark skinned, too light skinned, one dark skin, one light skin. The only way they make a light skinned, dark skinned couple is if the male is dark skinned. And the black woman, she has to be light skinned, but she got to look racially ambiguous, because if she look too Negro, it still promotes black relationship. So what y'all don't understand is there's a direct attack against the black relationship because who we are lineagely, blood in our bloodline. So when we are talking about these young men getting on the air and why we are so villainized, the power that be needs us to be villainized so that we don't reproduce with each other. But I know many, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I'm going to tell you why it's not, because I know black men right now, I'm talking a lot, who love black women. That's who they seeking for. That's who they looking for. They love black women. They want to marry black women and be with black women and have black children. And so, or so-called black children, they want to marry each other. They want to marry their own women and so forth. And I know brown-skinned so-called black women who want the same thing. And so we know that the power that be is using all these platforms to create discord among us. And I return that to sender with holy fire. All the discord, anybody that's sowing discord in our community and trying to keep us from procreating, mating, and marrying each other, I return that to sender with holy fire in the name of Jesus Christ, with the power vested in the name of Jesus Christ, because those are witchcraft curses that you ascended against to attack our bloodline and our lineage, and may that fall back on you. All these channels don't realize that everybody that ever came against black women or started doing that division, they fall. Look at Freshing. These people aren't making the same money anymore. It's not cool to bash black women anymore. You think it might still be popular, but it's not, because all in all, you will fail. It will fail because God will bring it to naught. He will bring it to naught. It is not, God says, do love thy enemy. God says, treat others the way you, basically, love those who hate you, so forth and so on. I can't say it verbatim right now, but anyway, you're supposed to love one another. Treat other people the way you want to be treated, so forth. You know the old sayings. And so these type of videos create discord, right? It creates discord. Now, I wanted to get back on the topic and say that their problem that this light-skinned man and the dark-skinned man, what you understand is that I grew up with a light-skinned brother, very light-skinned. If you see my younger sister in previous videos, we are biologically from both mother and father, and we're not mixed race. Both of our parents are so-called black folk, and my daddy's dark-skinned, my mother's dark-skinned, but albinism run in our family, so we have three light-skinned and 3 dark-skinned, 6 siblings, 7 altogether. And between me and my mother and father, there's 6 of us that share the same mother and father, and there's 3 of them that are light skinned and there's 3 of them that are dark skinned. My younger sister, my older brother, and my other younger sister are light skinned. My younger brother, me, and my older sister are dark skinned, and that's just how it is. And on my father's side, he has 10 more kids where a majority of them are light skinned, right? And then he has some grandchildren and children who are fully albino. So that's the reason why we vary in color. And so this man right here, this light-skinned dude, nobody would have known he was mixed race to pick at him because he was mixed race. I thought he was light-skinned black guy. So I don't believe him. I think he's a liar, because most black girls who grow up with light-skinned brothers, there's nothing, we wouldn't pick you out from a lineup. We think it's natural to have light-skinned siblings because there's a lot of us who grow up in a community where our siblings are light-skinned, just because, right? We grew up like that. So I doubt they disliked you because you were a light-skinned black guy. They probably didn't even know you were mixed race, I'm going to be honest. Unless they saw your mother, they wouldn't know. And thirdly, I think it's your personality and what you need, and you and the dark-skinned dude, what you need to know is there's a part of you that don't like women, and women can pick up on that, right? Due to your rejection, it shows that you clearly do not like women. And I mean, not that you're gay, even though I thought you were gay. In a previous video, I wrote that to you saying, are you guys heterosexual? And it wasn't because you were bashing women. It was just that you guys were kind of acting gay. And in several videos, I mean, like you were talking about men in a way, and then you were just, I don't know, it was just something about the way you were eager to look at another man that was weird to me. But that's, in my own opinion, y'all go check out their videos. I ain't no hater. Go like, share, subscribe to all these content creators. What shits and gigs production. Go like, share, and subscribe. But what I'm saying is I did think they were homosexual. And see, when y'all don't know when some of these men who are making podcasts, if they're even heterosexual men, because they could just have a disdain for women, and then black women just a topic of ridicule to make their channels bigger, right? Because for whatever reason, at its point in time, bashing black women made it so popular. We understand why. It's because, again, we're the bloodline of Judah that revived Judah, and they're trying to pay us back for reviving a bloodline they tried to get rid of. But anyway, so that's why we receive such harsh backlash no matter what we do, even if we do nothing at all.
Literally asked to get certain parts of the podcast removed, but they didn't want to get that part where they were making fun of the black women removed because they were so desensitized to it and didn't see it as a serious enough offense. People don't see the hatred towards black women as a serious.
And that's also, I didn't watch the video. Maybe I'll do another video on it. I didn't watch where they were making fun of black women. I don't know what would be so funny. Black women are beautiful. So-called black, we are beautiful women. You know, to erase us would be to erase the standard of beauty, because we literally are the standard of beauty. From the way we are shaped, from our hair, from the way we wear our hair, from our style of dress, from our lips, our eyes, our cheekbones, our nose, our lips, our hues of complexion. I'm talking about even from the darkest hue that everybody claimed they, all of these things are considered beauty standards in the world of everywhere. So these beauty standards that everybody's talking about, the black woman is this, but everybody uses our beauty as a standard of beauty. So erasing us would be erasing the world, right? They would be erasing the standard of beauty of the world, because our beauty literally is what the standard of beauty is. So I don't know how anybody could be making fun at black women and all the same trying to look like the very black women that, or want women that look like the black women that they're trying to tear down. Make it make sense. Or have the demeanor of. I want to say to these two, it is your personality that make black women not like you. Black women tend to like more masculine men, right? They don't really want to date effeminate men or men who really hate women. No woman wants to date a man that hates women. And I mean, like, not that you're gay, hate women, but that you don't really like women as a people, as a person, because of your rejection or whatever you felt back in the day. It made you have a disdain for women. So when you get on these podcasts and you start deciding to bash, preferably us, I don't believe that we've done something to you. I believe that when you got rejected and you specifically found a black woman attractive, maybe physically, and she did not like you because of your personality. Now, there are various characteristics of many black women. There are black women who goth, quirky. There's some very flavorful women, like we like to call them ghetto, but I call them flavorful. They have a very broad personality. They're very outspoken, and you know what I mean? But we come in variety. So you could have found black women that were your stilo, but you had a specific type of black woman you liked, and she didn't like you back, and now she done did something to you. Now you got to villainize her. But meanwhile, you're not even with white women. They didn't like you either, so why is black women the subject of ridicule? He said, oh, black women. I don't believe his experience. I think he lied and made that all up, and because some of these stories tend to be made up, and they're just trying to villainize black women. Black women do not notice light-skinned black men no more than they notice dark skin. We grow up with light-skinned brothers and sisters. We grow up with y'all, so we would not be making fun of you due to your hue of complexion, right? In our community, it is considered more now. There's colorism in our community. We know that exists, but a lighter-skinned men people can tend to think culturally they're soft. I don't know where that came from. I don't know. Even though I was in the 90s, I wasn't really familiar with certain things because my older brother's light skinned and he's not really a soft guy. So I don't know. You would have to, some of these things I'm not familiar with. And mind you, I grew up in the 90s. And so, I don't know where some of this stuff comes from, but what I just want to say, all that to say is get the therapy you need and stop using Black women as a way to get up in the world. Stop doing it. If you need some type of success, do it based on merit and not bashing or not trying to come against us as women. I am tired of hearing it. There's nothing wrong with Black women. We are no different from any other woman. If you think so, you're delusional and you're part of the problem. You're the power that be that's trying to stop us from reproducing. We know that they're trying to stop and water down Judah's bloodline, but which I don't know. The Bible did say a mixed multitude will be preserved. But y'all go ahead and think that y'all doing something that's not biblical, and keep on knowing y'all don't know that y'all playing right into the hands of the power that is the Most High God who wrote it. But okay. Anyway, thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. If you have not already, turn on your post notifications. I do post sporadically, and maybe I'll post again. Thank you. Stay up, stay blessed. Put God first above all else. Peace out. Bye.